I really hope the sound of that montage was enough to get you out of bed, because something amazing is about to happen on your TV screen.
It's time to wake up and be part of the best thing on television at this time of the day. Make sure you stay right there. You honestly don't want to miss any part of what we have coming up for you.
Yeah, I like the movement this morning. It feels like a movie. Like,
yeah, like really smooth.
And everybody just watching and checking us out.
Yummy. There's an inside joke there somewhere. Yeah. My name is Titi Lai Oyinson.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. We are live right now from TVC Communication Studios, but you can also catch us online at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook this morning. It's at TVC Connect.
Yes,
for comments, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook.
Just get set. Be prepared to stay with us all through the show, all the way till the end, because I actually don't know any other way to ensure that you get all the variety of things we've prepared for you, honestly.
Yeah, but right at this moment, Titi's talking about the kitchen, especially because we can see Chef Amobi all ready to make something really nice this morning with MM in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Hi guys, good morning. Good morning.
MM is the
Good
lady
to have you
with the red
here.
dress
It's a good to see you.
What did you say?
It's a good
lady
to
with
see
the
you.
red dress. That's
Oh
what
yeah.
It's been long.
Lady.
Yeah, it's been long. And yeah, Yomi's also talking to me. So yeah, thank you, Yomi. Yeah, it's been a while I wore red, so I'm feeling very sexy. Yeah.
All right, we're going straight to this morning's highlights. Our mission always to make sure your morning starts right. And kicking us off in the right direction is a package from Abimbola Ashigbe, capturing all the highlights at the Bariga Biennial in the celebration of Nella.
And of course, it's a Tuesday, meaning we'll be focusing on helping parents become better at being parents. Basically, our parenting discussion is really important to us, especially in the 21st century. Charity Babatunde will be back to discuss with us the ideal relationship between a father and his daughter.
We'll also be bringing you up to speed with the ongoing football tournament, popularly called Higher Institutions Football League, IHFL, proudly sponsored by Stanbic IBTC Bank.
From there, we'll move to the Master's Mind Empire, aka TMME. They'll be feeding our souls with some amazing music. Now that is something to look out for. And on stories and updates from the world of our celebrities, Mike has all we need to know to keep up with the showbiz world.
And finally, Alex Oshaw will be joining us for a chat just before we round off the show for today.
What, Mike?
The way you said it.
Mike! It's tripping you,
I'm
Abby.
in trouble.
Mike!
Sounds like I'm in trouble.
What? Okay, so how does your mom call you when you're in trouble? Like, so if my mom wants to call me, she'll start with T, and then if I don't answer, she'll be like, T. And then she doesn't answer. If I don't answer after that, she's like, Titi Layo, where are you?
That's when you're in trouble.
Yeah, when you're in trouble.
There was this kid I saw. The mom went the whole, the daughter has 3 Yoruba names. She goes all 3 and the English name whenever the child is in trouble. So I did Tokumbo, where are you? You just know
all the
that
names.
something is wrong. But yeah, but most times for kids, I think it's a full name. Whenever they call your full name. Maybe, like if it's Mike, say, Mikey, where are you? You know something is wrong.
Mom, if she's not happy with you, you're not going to sleep that night. You're going to hold a vigil. And then when you're not, when she's venting and talking, then you're not responding. Because what I usually do, I just keep quiet. And then she'll go. And she'll come back. She'll go and she'll come back. Till 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you're not going to sleep because she's not going to sleep. So you two, you won't sleep. And then when she's done venting, she'll go into the bathroom, have a bath, and get ready for work. So
Speaking of moms, on Sunday, there was a movie premiere, Moms at War, which I attended. It was really nice. And the film itself was really, really good.
Okay.
It had Omoni Oboli, Funke Akindele, a bunch of new actors that are
Like
really good.
fresh
fresh actors, even young actors, teenage actors. There's a young boy, I think he's 16, and another young girl who's about 15. Really good actors. Like they were, you know how people just act like the camera is not there? Those kids, fantastic.
I saw the trailer and it looked amazing. I like the
Hey,
picture quality.
let's just hope it's
Fantastic.
let's hope it's from what I've heard, it seems it's better than some of the recent offerings that Nollywood has. No, seriously.
I like the way you said that.
I will do something very soon on the AMBCA, and there's a lot we have to talk about. You see, Nollywood.
Please, I'm interested in that gist.
There's a lot. You see, the nominations are. Okay, well, I would say the difference between the AMVCAs and the Oscars is that the AMVCAs are Viewers' Choice Awards.
Okay.
So it's based on popularity. I like this person, even if you do crap, I'll vote for you.
Yeah.
But for the Oscars, that is not, it's
based on
excellence.
credibility.
There's an academy.
There's
There's an academy at the Oscar that chooses.
So I think that's where there's a problem, but let's leave that for some other day.
Hello there, you're welcome to today's exercise segment. My name is Tifit and I'm going to be your trainer for today. So today we're basically going to do step aerobics and we're going to do just basic steps aerobics. All right, so we're good to go now. We're going to start by warming up. Let's go. Soft knees up. Let's go now. Good job. Take it up. Keep moving. Remember, we're just warming up. Good. 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 Go. Now move side to side. Side to side. That is it. Good job. 10 and 9. Then 8. Then 7. Then 6 and 5. Then 4. Then 3. Then 2. By your legs, take it up this way slowly. It's 5, 6, 7. Then 8 more. It's 8. Then 7. Then 6 and 5. Then 4. Then 3. By your stay down. Let's go. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then soft knees up. Good job. Go. 1 and 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Then switch. Go. Lift. 1, 2, 3, then 4, and 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9. All right. Remember I said we're doing step aerobics, so we're starting from the right. Keep moving, keep moving. Steps up, steps up. After 8, we go across the board. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ready, step on the board. Let's go, Bio. This is 1. Good job. This is 2. 3, then 4, 5, 3 more. 6, 7, 8. Over. Steps up. Go. 1. Good job. 2, 3. 4. Feel free. 5. 6. 2 more. 7. Then over the board. Step 4 times. 4 times. 4. 3. 2. Take it up. High knees now. Up. Down. Let's go. 1. Good. 2. That is it. Take it up. 3. Good job. 4. 5. 3 more reps. 6. 7. Over the board. Steps up 4 times. 4 times. 4. 3. 2. Then take it up. Let's go. 1. Good job. 2. 3. Good. 4. 5. 3 more. 6. 7. Over the board. Bio continuous. Over. Let's go. Over. Continuous. Good job. Now use your stick. Use your stick. Good. Good. That's 4. Good job. That's 5. Good job. That's 6. Let's go. That's 7. 8. 2 more reps. 9. 1 more time. Bio steps up. Relax. Let's stretch. Let's go. Take it up. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now take it down to the right. Stretch fully. Make sure you feel the stretch, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now to the other side. 8, 9, 10. Now lunge. Static. Static. Static to the other side. Let's go. Good job. That is it. We need to feel the stretch, okay? Okay, bye. Let's go. Keep it straight back. Extend. Because you are strong. Take it down. Take it up slowly. Up. Now open up the chest. Open up. Pectoral muscles. Open up the pectoral muscles. Take it up. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together. Legs together. Down. Then turn to the right. Turn to the other side. Just move your body, not your legs. Good job. Now we're taking it a bit fast. Relax, breathe in and out. Relax. Breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in. Modifier. Good job. Breathe in. Now we're taking it a bit fast, okay? Okay, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you look me up and down, you go like step, step, go. Usually when you play. 4, 3, 2, now speed, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, lift, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job, legs together. Let's go. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, breathe in and out. Let's go, breathe in. Take it down slowly and out. Take it back up, breathe in. And out. One more, breathe in. And out. Thank you for having me today. Thank you so much. Bam. Nice one.
All right. Interesting workout there. We're getting ready for something really delicious. And of course, we have amazing Chef Omomi in the studio with us this morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, great. All right, so what are we making today?
Today we're making poundo oats with vegetable.
Okay.
So, and the vegetable will be full of spices and fish, meat, stew. And
okay, so let's talk about the ingredients for the vegetable sauce.
Okay. So we have locust beans, we have crayfish grated, we have salt, our special Mr. Chef. Then we have the fish.
Beef seasoning.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we have the fish here. We have 3 varieties of fish here.
Okay.
Stock, Titus, and under dry stock.
Panla.
Panla. Popularly known as panla.
Panla.
Yes. Then we have the grated pepper here as well.
Okay.
So, and we have pomo.
And I can see beef and turkey.
Turkey.
Great. And our vegetable, of course.
Of course.
All right. So what's next?
So the first thing is we add our palm oil.
So are we bleaching that?
A little bit.
Okay. So we are eating swallow
This morning, no. And the interesting thing is that the swallow can be made within minutes.
So why poundo oats? Why did you decide to go for poundo oats?
We're trying to eat healthy this time around. And one of the reasons we chose poundo oats is that it has a lot of protein, fiber, and a bit of carbohydrate. It's a balanced meal, especially when you complement it with vegetable and
fish. Great.
So it's a very balanced meal. And very light.
Very light.
Very light.
But very filling as well.
Yes, at the same time.
Okay. So later on the show, of course, would show our viewers how to make
it.
you know, poundo oats, because I mean, making anything poundo, semo, any swallow, not ebado.
Yes,
you know,
but
any
oats
other
this
swallow,
time around.
But oats this time around.
Yes, it doesn't have to be this watery. You can actually solidify it, make it in a solid way.
In a solid form.
Yes.
Never seen that before, so I'm pretty excited about learning what that's about, basically.
Trust me.
Okay,
So I would like the oil to be warm.
Okay.
So that you won't feel this a little bit of solid aspect of the oil on your tongue.
Oh, okay.
So a bit of
Onion.
to give it flavor, actually. So once that is up.
Okay, so we are just gonna, you know, heat up our onion and we'll go on a quick break.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll return shortly on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
So you can assist with this.
All right, welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria, and of course we're here in the kitchen with Chef Omomi. And today we are making poundo oats with vegetable sauce. And earlier on we talked about the ingredients, but we'll go over it again. So, Chef Omomi, can we talk about the ingredients?
Oh, earlier I said...
Okay, I'll just help you go through that while you're doing that. Okay. So for our vegetable sauce this morning, we're making use of our shredded pepper, onions, locust beans, our Mr. Chef beef seasoning, salt, crayfish, and we have different types of fish here. We have our stockfish, banla, and roasted Titus, yeah?
Yes.
Then we have pomo, beef, and our vegetables,
Turkey,
of course.
as well as
and
turkey.
turkey, yeah, basically. So where are we with our...
So the first is to actually fry this until it's dry.
Oh, okay.
Because I really want the vegetable to be crunchy.
I can perceive something really nice already. Ooh. Okay, that smells good.
Thank you.
You know, there's something about palm oil and blended tomatoes, pepper, and all this.
Blended when it's not smooth.
When it's not smooth, when it's just roughly blended. Oh, there's a particular, you know,
flavor.
taste. Yeah.
Bring this unique flavor.
Flavor. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we're going to leave that till all the waters drain out?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay.
So the next thing is we work on the fish.
Okay.
So once we've done that, we can add a bit because the fish is kind of many. We can do it half-half. Put a bit into the pepper for it to absorb the sauce, then add our vegetable and every other ingredient.
Okay, so I'm just going to help you out with the fish.
Thank you very much.
Chef Omami just I'm like, when are you going to help me out with this fish already? So I'm just going to help you out with this. So I'm just going to take out the bones from the fish. But whilst I'm doing that, I'm just going to educate us on, you know, the health benefits of locust beans. Iru, like it's popularly called. It's
Iru.
pretty healthy.
Yes, it's very, very healthy.
Very healthy. It has a lot of amazing benefits. You know, for those of you, or let me say those of us on the journey to weight loss, Iru is very good for you.
Very, very good.
But then, you know, I'm always very curious about, do you chew Iru?
Well, when it comes in form of a seed,
Yeah.
definitely
You can chew it,
I
right?
can chew it.
I don't chew it. I just
But
swallow it.
I actually have some people that prefer to blend it with their pepper
Yeah,
and
you
everything.
could do that, right?
So you don't get to see it.
It's because there are a few people who really do not like it. And then
They don't like the sight
smell,
of it.
And then the
but
smell
once
as well.
it's blended, you don't really need to see it, but you just taste it.
it.
And it's very, very nice.
Yeah. And it also helps, you know, in treating diabetes, stroke. Hypertension.
And
so,
it cleans the stomach as well.
yeah, it aids digestion as well. So it's really good and very healthy. So I think this Iru is something we should, you know, incorporate in our food very often because it has a lot of amazing health benefits. So where are we with our tomato sauce?
Okay.
Or our pepper sauce, rather. Where are we with that?
So it's almost dry
Okay.
because it's actually shredded. Assuming you actually have to blend it, the water in it might actually be much. But because it was shredded with manual grater, so you have a little or less water in it. So
So what's going in it next?
my locust beans. I prefer to add my locust beans now. Although some people prefer to
last.
to put it while the oil is still warm.
Oh.
Actually to get that locust beans flavor. But for me, I prefer it now. You understand?
All right.
Like I do tell my sister, the main thing is for you to get to the market. Which route you take,
It doesn't matter,
It
right?
doesn't matter.
Just getting to the market is
Just
the
get
most
there.
important thing. But I hear that there are different types of Iru.
yes, there is woro and pete. I don't know how to. Okay, I guess the woro is this type which you're actually working with.
Yeah.
Because you can actually pick it one by one.
Okay.
But the pete is the mashed version of the locust beans.
But they are different colors.
Yes, I've seen
Do they play different roles or same role?
several, I guess.
Okay. All right. So I'm almost done with our fish here. Do you also need me to debone this one?
Yes.
Okay. You want me to mix it all in here?
This aside.
Okay. So I'm just going to leave this here
Thank you.
and get us
Then let me
something
just
else.
drain the water.
Okay. So just in case you're just joining us, guys, we are making poundo oats with vegetable sauce. Of course, our pepper, roughly blended pepper, is heating up already. And we just put in our locust beans, our onions, and then, so all of this basically is all just going to go in there. And later on, we'll be teaching you how to make poundo oats. Yes, it's new, it's fresh, you've never seen that before on the show, but we'll be showing you here on Wake Up Nigeria. But before we get to that, Bariga, a settlement and suburb area in Lagos, is filled with so many talents that have projected the district to the world. The Bariga Millennial Cultural Event happened just this weekend, and Abimbola Ashegbe was there to capture all the performances and art exhibitions as well. Watch this.
Expectant children milled around the makeshift arena in anticipation. A crowd had gathered at an open field in Bariga, ready to witness the Bariga Biennial, first of its kind and a unique celebration of arts which held in Lagos recently.
Why we put this together is to project what we saw outside Nigeria, which is Biennial. And when I was in Dakar in May, I was just like, I need to bring this to my community because we have a lot of artists in Bariga. Dance artists, writer, actors, actress, visual artists, and all sorts. So I just thought of, let me just bring it here and call it Bariga Biennial.
The venue of the gathering itself was no grand place, a simple open field with symbolic forms of art reflecting societal realities. Different forms of art were exhibited at the gathering, all pointing to the power of art to unite people of all ages and backgrounds.
Made up of green, white, green Nigerian color, right? Then you find out that we have few of them at the top, few people controlling Nigeria, just they are very few compared to all Nigerians. And then you see all Nigerians here. These are the less privileged Nigerians. They are all in prison here, trying to make a living. And then you find the so much comfortable ones, but they are still in chains. And then you have all these ones aspiring to go up there. And there's no cap on any of them because we don't have a good leader with a cap yet. But Mali says who's the cap fit, let them wear it. So that's why there's no cap on them. Now, this is the only thing that keeps Nigeria together.
The idea is to talk about essence. That essence should begin to supersede existence. That's the idea of installation.
For me, dance is like everything for me. So every time I get to perform for an audience, I'm sharing a part of myself.
We engage ourselves in this, yes, bringing in other people from all other genres of arts will begin to change the consciousness of the youths to appreciate arts, and they will begin to see the reason why they can actually explore their own potentials and talents.
With no gate fees or dress code or elaborate decoration for that matter, the Bariga Biennial is set to prove that art goes beyond what we see or touch. In this case, the art happened to be an experience.
Welcome back. Now, last week on the show, we had something very special on the show, talking about the relationship between fathers and sons. Today, we want to talk about the relationship that exists between fathers and daughters, which is really, really nice. Charity Babatunde last week talked to us about one of the areas that we can focus on when it comes to fathers dealing with their sons. Now, the focus today is father and daughter, the bond that exists between them, the do's and the don'ts, where and when to draw the line if we can get there, and all that comes with parenting. And Charity Babatunde is the pioneer of Rave et al., a social enterprise that has been providing capacity building programs for children, teens, and emerging adults for over 10 years. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
So, immediately they said father-daughter relationship. I was like, you know, I have a daughter myself. She's 5 years old. And already she controls a lot of things.
She has your mumu button.
Well, yeah, you can say that. So, but why do you think there's this special relationship between fathers and daughters?
You know, sometimes I ask myself that question too. But I guess it's because a father is a girl's first contact with the male species, as it were. And they say, opposites attract. So that's probably one of the reasons. But I think beyond that, the father has a deeper need to want to protect his daughter. It could be for various reasons. One, he looks at her as a lot more fragile than the males, or he's been a bad boy and he feels, you know what, I know that there are many bad boys out there, let me protect my daughter. It could be for various reasons, but I mean, the fact still remains that there is that special bond.
Yeah, I do believe, well, the first reason, which is you want to protect her, you want to ensure that she's fine, and you know, what happens eventually is, I think the daughter also responds to that special attention.
Absolutely.
Because that's also where she gets her confidence and a number of other things there. But how do fathers then nurture this relationship? There are some people who maybe they didn't have the benefit of maybe having a good relationship with their mothers or their sisters or even their wives. But here you are, you have a daughter. How do you nurture this relationship?
Okay, you know, it's been said that you never really know what a woman wants, but truth of the matter is that with love and care, you really cannot go wrong. Loving is pretty straightforward. Okay, I love my daughter, I protect her, I provide for her, I do this, I do that. Caring, I mean, the easiest way I can explain care, again, is to use another acronym.
I love acronyms. You gave us one last week as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so when we look at care, C, communicate. Communication is a two-way street. It's not just about talking. Women, they have said, like to talk. So listen, your role as a father when you're with your daughter is to listen to her. Listen attentively, listen intentionally, listen non-judgmentally. You're not sitting there and wondering, what is she talking about? You're actually listening because you want to know her and you want to know how to father her more effectively and parent her better. So you communicate with her, listen, yes, you talk, but do a lot more of the listening. And once she confides in you, one thing very important, please do not break that confidence, because then it begins to border on trust issues and things like that. Then affirm. A number of fathers tend to be guilty about not affirming. They think it, but they don't actually do it or say it. Affirmation can be done with your words and with your actions. So you look at your daughter and you notice that she has certain strengths, like every other person. How often do you affirm her? I'm not talking about affirming her beauty, which is important. I mean, it's good to tell your daughter, oh, you look pretty. Any man who marries you, wow, he's in for a good time. That's good. And you do that in a way that you're not crossing the line. It's good to also affirm when she does well, but beyond that, who is she as a person? Because you see, when she hears these things from her father, who she looks at as a role model, no boy outside can come and be telling her, and you know, and she starts getting carried away.
So what you're saying is that there's a difference between just telling your daughter that she's fine or she's beautiful and all of that, or she's really good in this. There's something deeper called affirmation.
There's something deeper called affirmation, which speaks to her character. It speaks to her strength. So you don't want her to go about thinking, okay, because I'm fine, I can do anything. Beyond that, who are you as a human being? What do you stand for? How do you, I am proud to be your father. Let's break it down. How do you actually do that practically? Being a father to you, it makes me feel good. You're a good person, you have a good heart, you're this, you're that. Those are some of the ways you can affirm her. You can affirm her the way you treat her with respect. You do not cross boundaries. You do not, you don't betray her trust. You tell her things that make her realize that, look, there's more to me than just a pretty face.
Right. So let's go to the next acronym, which is R.
So, which is R, respect. Now, again, that is a bit dicey. Why? Because culturally, we look at respect bottom up. So to say to a father, respect your daughter, okay, maybe when she's 21, you know, it's a bit easier. And when you say respect, okay, respect her privacy. I don't want to bump into her when she's half-clad, you know, so that there are no awkward moments. But it's beyond just respecting her privacy and respecting her personal space. Respect, teach her what respect means. Please, sorry, thank you. They're basic elements of respect that we're taught, even at 4 years old. If you say to your daughter, please, can you hand me the remote? You have given her a lesson in respect, and you've shown her respect. What is respect? Is looking at a human being and saying, you're valuable. You deserve to be treated with respect.
Right. So it's really not just about a father demanding respect from his children or demanding respect from his daughter in this case. It's also about
the father
giving respect.
Giving that respect.
In small measures.
In very small measures. But you see, they're watching. We know that children are watching. Your daughter is watching you and she's saying, okay, the way my father treats me will set the pace for what I know is acceptable and unacceptable and what I should expect and take from other male people. So a father who, for some absurd reason, violates his daughter is being totally disrespectful. She begins to think it's okay to abuse. Do not be condescending. Do not use condescending and abuse. I'm not saying don't correct. But when you're abusing in a manner to demean the person, there's something wrong. And you don't want your daughter going around feeling that, okay, it's normal. You know, anybody can call me anything and it's okay. It doesn't really matter. After all, my father does it. If my father can do it, then anybody else can. Any other person.
All right, so we're moving to the next one, which is E.
Enlighten. A lot of fathers see their role as primarily that of a provider and a protector. In our culture, you find that some men get very resentful because they see themselves as ATMs. They're constantly, Daddy, give me this, I want money, I want that, and they're doling out money, doling. And I remember I wrote an article not too long ago about my dad, my ATM. Because there's really nothing wrong in being your ATM. It depends on what you think ATM is. It's not just about being an automated teller machine, but being her all-time mentor.
All-time mentor.
All-time mentor. Enlighten her.
All-time mentor, ATM.
ATM. So you're her ATM. She goes to you, she wants advice on how to relate with men. She puts in her card and you dish it out. She wants advice on how career, on business, on negotiation. You are the one who would enlighten her how a man sees a woman when she dresses in a certain way. You're the one who enlightens her about how to say, we're emotional beings, how to say no without feeling guilty. To say, look, I'm not going to allow you to do this to me, and it's okay to say no.
So this is really about building that relationship to the level where your daughter can come to you for anything.
Absolutely.
At any point in time in her life.
At any point in time in her life. She should know that when I go to my father, I know he's got my back. I know he will protect me. I know he will provide for me. I know that he will care for me.
Right.
He would listen to me when I talk. He will affirm me when the whole world, you see, the world is speaking. The world is speaking, and they're telling her that she needs to measure up to certain standards. You're the one who's saying to her that you're unique. You're who you are. I affirm you for who you are.
Wow.
Because don't listen to all those voices. Yes, I mean, there's a place for guidance, there's a place for correction and all that, but be confident in who you are as a person.
I love it. I mean, this is an amazing acronym. CARE, you know, really communicate, affirm, respect, and enlightenment. I love it. Now, there's something you mentioned at the beginning of our conversation, which is that you said my daughter has my mumu button. So how do you manage this? How do you create a balance where your daughter doesn't take advantage of the fact that she knows that she has a special place in your heart? Okay. Or do you just let her take advantage of it?
If not, you're going to be in trouble because she's going to feel that she can take advantage of anybody. Yeah. So what it is that, which is why you need to listen intentionally. Know when she's trying to play you. You know, there are times, I mean, I've watched some children with some daughters with their dads, and I'm thinking, my goodness, you're about to fall. Dad. And the moment she does that.
Tears.
Well, tears, I don't know why men are afraid of tears, but I mean, that's a story for another day. But you know, she warms up to you. Look at, you need to be objective. Don't let your emotions, I mean, run riot. Be
That's
objective.
Easier said than done, though.
It's, you see, it's a skill that you need to learn. It's a skill that you need to learn. Why? Because you know that at the end of the day, she'll be better for it. If she goes to work and she cries for her boss, he's really not going to listen, though. You know, it really doesn't matter. So what you're doing is you're equipping her for life.
Right.
So what it is you need to be more intentional about listening to her, more attentive, and knowing that, okay, now I know she's trying to play me. And I need to let her know that in life, you don't get things by crying.
All right, so let me ask this question. I know we don't have much time, but how does the father draw the line in this relationship between himself and his daughter? I mean, yes, when you're growing up with your child, whether it's your son or your daughter, there's that feeling of love, of, you know, emotions and hugging and kissing and all of that. But how do you draw the line between ensuring that this relationship is solid, it's moral, it's very good, and then the other side, which can then lead to abuse and other things? Okay,
so I mean, if I was to use just one word or two, it would be self-control. Because I mean, I once read somewhere where somebody said you can't stop the birds from flying over your head, but you can stop them from perching. Now, it is abnormal for you to even allow yourself to go there, to begin to think that I can have a relationship with my daughter that is not father-daughter, that you begin to have sexual feelings for her. That is totally and absolutely abnormal. But let's say for some reason that we cannot, a thought crosses your mind. You cannot act on that thought. And the responsibility is on you as a father to know that, you know what, this is a no-no. It's not even something that I should think about. And you control whatever it is. Do whatever you need to do to control yourself. It is unacceptable. We've heard too many stories.
Yeah, and those stories keep coming out in the papers
and
almost
it's getting
every day
ridiculous.
now.
There is absolutely, it is the highest form of betrayal of trust.
Wow.
And no father should allow himself, you control yourself, you must control yourself.
Wow. Thank you so much, Charity Babatunde. It's always amazing when you join us in the morning. Thank you for joining us again today. And fathers, I hope you got a thing or two about that, especially the acronym CARE. Don't forget it. Now, the first hour of the show has just ended. And stay with us for more over the next hour on Wake Up Nigeria.
All right, very top of the morning to you once again, Nigeria.
Well, you didn't think it was over, did you?
Yeah, well, hey, we're always here.
Yeah, we're always here. It's almost like it will be really strange if you woke up at 7 or 7:30 or 8.
And didn't see us.
And, yeah.
It would just be weird.
It would be weird.
I don't even know what I would be doing at this time of the day anymore. Really.
In the last 1 year, like I was looking at photographs from like a year ago.
Okay.
And we haven't changed, actually.
Okay, you
My
have.
My beard has grown bigger, I think.
I want to reserve my comments. You know why? Because we can only get better. And we mean it when we tell you that this is one of the best ways to start your day. You need to tune to TVC at the peak of the hour, 7 a.m. And of course, at 8, we're still here.
Yeah, because Wake Up Nigeria is always here at this time. And trust us, this show is everything that you need in the morning. My name is Yomi Owokwe.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. We're online right now at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. Look us up now. Don't hesitate. Right now. Your comments need our hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
And that's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and all of that.
So it's the last lap going on the football tournament, which involves 16 higher institutions in Nigeria.
Yes, indeed. And it's popularly called Higher Institutions Football League, HIFO.
Yes, indeed.
And it's proudly sponsored and supported by Stanbic IBTC Bank. After that, the Masters Mind Empire is a group of 4 boys with amazing musical talents, and they have something special for us on the show today.
Indeed.
1, 2, 3, I've been giving them the vibe, and boys just the vibe, and the feeling the vibe. Me, I just do my thing, just the vibe, and I shout out to my
In this world of entertainment, we're going to be getting the scoop. Mike has everything and more on standby. Did you hear how I said that Mike thing? Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
Damn, fresh on the beat.
Say you won't put me for trouble. What is my?
And finally, we'll be having Alex Osho, the man who wears many hats, especially in the entertainment industry, who's going to be joining us for a chat much later on.
Yes, indeed.
Is it me, or is Davido's songs all beginning to sound the same?
Yeah. Really?
I'm just saying, is it me?
No, it's not you. That's what happens when you find love and you're content.
No.
Trust me, that girl
that's
has
what
been
happens.
in his life.
That's what happens when you release a single every week.
What? Okay, well, it's possible he recorded all of them back to back. Wow. And then they all sounded the same.
Dropping them.
And he's just dropping them.
Which one do you think this one sounds like? Because I actually do. I like this song, and It Grows on You.
Yeah.
It's not about the lyrics, because it's quite explicit at some point. He uses crosswords at some point, but then I think it's about the melody. The first time I heard it was just the beats and the melody.
But music back in the day was about the lyrics. It was about the message, what you were saying.
And the rhythm.
Yes.
Talking about music back in the day.
Yes.
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, sadly.
Well, yeah, so she's been
Ill.
very, very sick over the last week or so. In fact, there were rumors that she died, but yesterday was confirmed that she's been ill and that her family is surrounding her right now.
Well,
because,
actually,
it could go either way.
She's been diagnosed with cancer since 2010. Okay. So since then, she's been fighting for her life. And she's also has brothers and sisters who have died as a result of,
cancer.
Of cancer.
Yeah, so it's in their
so
family.
it's in the family,
Wow.
apparently, yeah. So she's
But
76.
Yeah.
She's lived a really great life.
Yeah, she's cancelled 2 performances this year already. One in February, one in March.
But she's 76. Like, as if she has tried. That voice needs a lot of power.
Wow.
You know?
I was reading up about her. I was like, what?
That was a powerhouse.
She was best R&B singer, all the awards between 1968 and 1975.
Imagine that.
Every year, back to back.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She was the first woman to get into the Hall of Fame.
Rock and roll.
Just imagine that.
Kids these days won't know of those people. All they know is Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi B.
But then there were always serious messages she used to pass.
Yeah, wonderful. And Beyonce, that's why someone will now be comparing Beyonce and Michael Jackson. Some kids need koboko.
But when I actually thought about it, that my kids didn't actually know Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And I started searching for DVDs, and things to
you have to
play music video. They must know Michael Jackson. There's no way.
You know, growing up, I thought Michael Jackson.
That's imposition.
They
should know Chris Brown.
It on you.
They should know Chris Brown.
Which kind of Chris Brown?
The people in their generation.
Sorry, please.
Right, I hope the rain is not going to fall like yesterday. But then, there's an ongoing football tournament which involves 16 higher institutions in Nigeria, popularly called the Higher Institutions Football League. It is proudly sponsored by Stanbic IBTC. Now, joining me here on set to talk to us and tell us more about this sporting activity are the organizers of the league from Pace Sports and Entertainment. I have Olamide Ademo, who is Chief Strategy Officer.
Yeah,
that's you.
Absolutely.
Great to have you.
Good morning.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And of course, there's Taiwo Ogunmi, who is the director. It's great to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
You're welcome. Good. So we're talking football and the league. This is nice. When I think of football and league, you know where I start thinking of. But just before we get to that, what exactly is the HIFL all about?
IFL, good morning. IFL for Nigeria, I think, is a fresh start to what should have been either to the biggest in the country. Again,
Okay.
you have what is existent in Africa. By Africa, I mean South Africa, Kenya, and of course some other parts of the continent. And again, what you have in America, for instance, through the NCAA. You find out that it's a big deal across the world.
It is. The NCAA, like you just mentioned, very big deal. College football, college basketball, very big deal.
Absolutely. Then you look at the fact that the NCAA hit over $1 billion in revenue sometime in February this year. It's a big deal. Apart from the fact that it stimulates development across the collegiate value chain, you also find out that it's a money spinner. And for us, the direct impact of this is the fact that we're creating a platform for football talents that hitherto would not have been found. And of course, that joy again is what gets us up in the morning, is what I'm sure inspires partners, credible partners like Stanbic IBTC, to look at an asset like that and say, what's up, guys? Let's work out magic today.
All right, so I love the idea of localizing your love for something. You definitely love football.
Yeah.
But what inspired you to localize it, to bring it back home? Because, you could as well have gone for something foreign and say, okay, I want to be part of it, I want to organize something, but then you decided to make it local. What was the idea behind that?
Well, I think the magic to success always is to find a gap and then fill that gap.
Wow.
Word. And when we looked at the general space, we saw that there was a clear gap, there was a dearth in the need for collegiate sports in Nigeria. I mean, it has to be developed in a sustainable way, and so what we brought home to Nigeria is an agreement or partnership, I would say, between NUGA, CVC, the entire university framework, just to make certain that Pace Sports was able to birth HIFL in a sustainable way. So the hope is every year it gets bigger. This year we have 16 universities participating. Next year we are hoping to double that number.
This is the maiden edition?
So it's the maiden edition. And, we've had to apologize to a lot of people for some of the universities that are not participating this year.
When you mentioned NUGA, and I was about to ask do you have a partnership with NUGA?
Yes, we
How does that work? Considering that NUGA, they host their own games and all that, how does it work with the HIFL?
Okay, so when it comes to collegiate sports in Nigeria, NUGA is the biggest platform in terms of reach and in terms of antecedents. NUGA is well over 40, 50 years organizing stuff like this in the country. Then you find out that by virtue of being NUGA, they are the Nigerian representative at FISU. FISU is the International University Sports Federation. So it's a big deal when it comes to collegiate sports, and of course the most credible partner to work with.
So NUGA and HIFL, what's the relationship? I know it's symbiotic to an extent. What exactly, how do you guys relate?
So the arrangement is between NUGA and Pace Sports. Pace Sports is the company that we work with, and they birthed this idea of having HISL, which is High Institution Sports League.
Okay.
And that runs across volleyball, football, basketball, and of course, handball.
Okay.
Right? So all of these sports are things that we are going to open up the faucet on as we go along. for this year, we know that passion point for Nigerians, young and old, is football. So it's magical when we see some of the games that have been played and the kind of response in universities. It's almost as if they've been waiting.
We have been. What stage are we in the tournament now?
Make it in.
I'm still in the preliminaries, the second round of games.
So let's talk about the itinerary. How long would competition run for? What are different stages? Where would they be played? Let's talk about
beautiful. 14 weeks. 14 weeks a game. That's roughly a little over 3 months.
Okay.
But the beauty of IFL structure is the fact that for the 16 universities participating, it implies that we would have games across those 16 universities.
Okay.
So similar to what you have in the NUGA structure, where a school hosts all the teams.
All the teams.
What we have in IFL is more extended and more inclusive. By that, we're saying that the joy of football is not restricted to one school.
One center.
Across all participating universities. So when we look at 32 next year, which is in line with what we're working with, we're sure that, again, this just will be extended. But of course, I should mention that the beauty of digital and, of course, the traditional versions of the media is the fact that beyond those that get to relive the experience during the games, we find out that people online are also tapping into this. You have the alumni of these schools tapping into this. You have aspiring students, you know, high school students, and of course, even some kids who have heard about their parents' stories in the universities, latching onto this element. So for us, IFL is well beyond football. It's more about nostalgia for some. It's about aspirations for some others. You know, it's an agglomeration of the future for us.
All right. So you said 3 months, 14 weeks. When did it start? When would you?
Okay, started on the 1st of August. Would end on the 3rd of November.
On the 3rd of
Yes,
November.
with our final 4 games, if I may say that, at the Teslim Balogun Stadium.
Okay, right here. I should be there. I need an invite, by the way. So how were the 16 schools chosen?
Okay, so because it's our first edition, our maiden edition, again, we had to dig deep into, of course, the day we announced, we found out that almost all the universities in Nigeria, you know, were interested. So what we had to do simply was look at some of the programs that had happened in the space. So some schools had gotten certain grants from the federal government, about 13 schools. And we found out that these schools are by far the biggest and the best in terms of credibility over the years, sporting-wise, and academically also. You find out that they are the highest ranking schools in NUC and all of that. So 13 universities, then 3 other top universities from the last NUGA Games in Makurdi.
Thank you so much, guys. This guy doesn't need a presenter. The way he can talk. you finish all that, but then I'm looking forward to having you guys some other time. Let's talk more about it and all that, but it's wonderful. Thank you. You guys are doing a great job.
It's been our pleasure. Thank you very much.
You have to invite me to that final. All right. Okay. We'll go on a quick break now and return with some music. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. It's the Wake Up Nigeria garden set right now. And whenever we're here, there's always something special happening. I'm flanked right now by Fola and Bobby. Now, they represent 2 members of the quartet TMME. I really can't wait to see what they put together. They're an R&B kind of soulful group, and they're about to serenade us. Am I right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Take it away.
You deserve the world, I know. I swear to you, I do, baby. Oh. Every day, woman, so we pay go duro. But you told me you've given your heart far away. Please don't leave me, girl. Don't let me go. No for my hand, gosh, you're my number one. Multi-belly, damn me sorrow. Olo, lori, yo. I like my body, now Baba, they bless me. Multi-belly, damn me sorrow. Olo, lori, yo.
Level I let body do we die yet. There's so many things you want now that I can't buy yet. I let my face a chance. We go soon fly jets. Hey, you miss him, Madasha. My look back for my dear. To party boring, to turn back, to pata. Why still they shake me every day like pen when know they right. And these days you acting up. Oh shit, booking right. Big contract to your Paris share. Never leave my sight. Said I need you air like fair and your breeze they blow me right. Like I'm 10% of your income, shorty, please just hold me tight. Like I'm 10% of your income, shorty, please just hold me tight.
To you, all I want, girl, is to be with you. Other guys just want to get down with you. Your friends told you to leave me and go. Shiva moto chache no fe balo, my lady. Oluwa ma she baby jogo duro, no go fall my heart though. Ti belle ta mi sọ̀rọ̀ olówó lórí ni o aláyé máa bọ́ mi o na bàbá dey bless me mo ti belle ta mi sọ̀rọ̀ olówó lórí ni o aláyé máa bọ́ mi o na bàbá dey bless me. Your friend dem tell you fi bọ̀bọ̀ yàn sílẹ̀ o e no fit help your friend.
Okay. All right, so the name of the song, what was the name of the song? Oriowo.
Yeah.
Okay, so Oriowo started how? Who wrote the song?
We all did. We all wrote the song. So it's just basically ideas from each and every one of us.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, ideas. What was your idea for the song?
Okay, it's just the storyline of the song, talking about a girl, maybe leaving guys and stuff, based on the fact that it's not financially, stable.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So it was all about the money.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So I feel like this is someone's actual story. Someone actually went through this with a particular chick. Was it you?
No.
Why are you denying it now?
It's not me.
Are you sure?
Everybody does. Everybody does.
Everybody does.
At one point in their life.
Okay. So these are two fine boys from Ogun State, am I right?
Yeah, from Ogun State.
What's the relationship?
He's my brother.
Oh, blood brothers?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. But what about the other two guys?
Yeah, they're my cousins. They're actually serving right now, so that's why you don't know, yeah.
All right. So I just have one question for you. What exactly do you want to use your music to do?
Okay, to reach out to people, to touch lives and make them get to connect with us and try to express yourself and tell your story to the world, basically. So I believe, and as an artist, you don't die even when you live.
You don't die even when you live. I'm loving it. All right, so these are two young guys to look out for, TMME. I love the performance, and I have a feeling you had fun as well. Going straight to the kitchen now, right there. It's still Wake Up Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much, Titi. Okay, so just in case you're just joining us quickly, we are making poundo, oats, and vegetable sauce. Our vegetables are ready, stew is ready, but right now we are about to take you through the process of making the oats meal, right?
Yes.
Great. So where are we at with our oats
So
meal?
the first thing you do is to pour your oats in the pot.
Okay.
You understand? And dilute it with a little water.
Okay.
You know,
Warm water, cold water?
Cold water is better.
Okay.
And one thing, when you add your water, you should control the consistency. Like the thickness is very important, so you can get a solidified oats. You understand? Okay. So this is how thick it is.
Okay.
So by the time you put it on the heater, you just have to be patient with it. Then it begins to come together.
Okay.
You understand?
So I noticed you have 2 different types of water. Here you have one in oil, vegetable oil,
Yes, so
and then
it's-
you have just water here.
So in case I actually need more water to make it softer, so I can add this. So why this is just to scoop it, when you add oil into your water, it makes scooping very easy.
Oh, wow.
Very.
I never knew that. Okay. Wow, that's a trick I've learned today.
Okay. So you can see from the bottom, it's beginning to come together.
Okay.
So you just have to be patient with it. From the look, you can see it's coming together.
Gradually.
Gradually. So it's not something you rush. You just have to be
Take your
patient.
time.
Yes. Then it will definitely come together. So one thing why I keep turning is just to avoid it getting burnt.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. So because if you leave it for a few seconds,
It's gonna burn.
It's going to get burnt underneath. Then at the side of the pot.
So you have to keep stirring and looking out.
Keep stirring
making
so
sure it
that
doesn't
everything
get
can
burnt.
get done evenly.
Oh, great. Great. Well, this is quite an interesting meal. I've never had oatmeal with as a swallow before, so I'm looking forward to definitely trying that. But whilst our oatmeal is getting ready, we'll head over to Mike for some entertainment news. Mike, over. All right, so Mike isn't ready right now. He's still trying to, sift through the entertainment gist that he has for us. Okay, so where are we at with our oatmeal?
You can actually look at the face of the vegetable.
Oh, great. Yeah, our vegetable is ready. Oh, look at that. We have stockfish in here, dried fish. We have panla. We have roasted Titus fish.
Yes,
we have
and pomo.
pomo in here, chopped
And
pomo
crayfish.
and crayfish. Look at how beautiful that looks. Great stuff. Okay, so where we are with our oatmeal? Oh, it's gradually coming together.
Yes, it's coming. It's just like the plantain.
Plantain oats. Plantain, granite plantain.
Yes. You know that we blended it actually, raw
Yes,
plantain, we
raw
blended
plantain,
it. And just the same process that you have to be patient.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. Alex Osho is the founder of Root Entertainment Africa and a certified actor and director.
He's also a seasoned stage singer, instrumentalist, MC, everything. When Nigeria is on recession, this guy can't be broke. Because there's always something. There's always something that you can do. We're just talking about Aretha Franklin, and being a stage guy yourself, what do you think?
Okay, so like I just said before, we went on her. I can imagine what her family is going through right now. Her friends in the industry. You sit back and you just think, this could have been me. You understand? So, we can only pray for her to get better. And, keep going.
She's 76. She's done
quite a lot.
She's paid her dues.
76, she can still be alive,
True.
So we never can tell.
Speaking of people that have done a lot, you've had quite a journey.
Yeah, in my short stay on Earth.
So how did the journey begin? You've had your fingers in many pies.
Which
was the first?
Okay, the truth is I was born into a music family. And by that, I mean an Orthodox church. We sang in church. Every member of my family did, you understand. And growing up, I concluded that I was going to be a musician. And musicians then were very poor. So my mom was like, God forbid. So my challenge started from that moment when my mom said, it's not possible. You're not going to be an artist.
Okay.
It's either you're a doctor, a lawyer. You should know now. Our parents that time, banker,
We've heard this story
engineer,
before.
and I'm like, no way. But invariably, since I was not the one paying the fees, she had to force me to do what she wanted me to do. And in the bid to do that, she took me out of Nigeria to Ghana.
Okay.
And there I studied computer software and hardware engineering. And it was the mystic of her life because I met quality entertainers, quality instrumentalists in Ghana. So I built my career in Ghana, schooled at the same time, worked for 4 years. That means I spent 8 years in Ghana before returning back to Nigeria.
Okay. So tell us about your initial exposure to theater, because it was also one of the things that opened up your many talents.
Okay.
If you had focused on music, it would have been good, but you were in theater and you did music, you did acting and directing and all of that.
Okay, for theater, it was when I returned back to Nigeria that I went back to school. After finishing computers,
you went back
I
to
gave
school.
her the certificate, this is yours. And then I went to University of Lagos to study theater for another 6 years.
Wow. That's
So
absolutely amazing.
that's me saying, whatever you like, I'm still going to do what I want to do. Because my teacher, I remember when I was in King's College, my teacher had called my mom someday and said, this boy is born into entertainment. Why don't you just register him in one of these entertainment schools? When they go on holidays, let him go and practice and all that. My mom was like, God forbid. It's your own child that would be an entertainer.
But you know, things are changing. The industry, the things have opened up. New opportunities are coming. Our parents are responding a bit differently to their children's desires. What do you think of the 21st century and how that has come around?
I think things have evolved over time. People have seen that you can't force a child to be what he or she is not. Take, for example, Wizkid.
Okay.
His life would have been a waste if Wizkid wasn't doing what he's doing. Davido, for example, coming from a rich home, yet saying, this is what I'm called to do, and I'm going to do this. And he's doing very well for himself. So basically, I think people have seen over time that you just need to let your child become what God has created them to be. Otherwise, they'll be functioning wrongly in another position, wearing suit and tie, yet they are not being fulfilled.
I'm thinking about the other aspects of the business that you have actually tapped into. You know, over the years, it hasn't just been about performing on stage. You've been organizing events and things like that as well. Talk to us about that.
Okay, that came about when I was in Unilag. At this time, you know, I was not a young boy in university. I was at least in my late 20s, and I had seen so many talents in school who wanted to get known, who wanted to push themselves there, and they didn't have that opportunity. So what I did was register a company in 2006 as a student, and I started,
when you're students, registering companies wasn't a common thing. Right?
Well, I had been emceeing since 2001 in Ghana, so I could save up time to time and all that. So I registered the company, and I used to produce stage plays.
Okay.
Yes, and then at Terra Culture, you understand, National Theatre. So I used to produce stage plays, and then mini concerts. I would just go ahead doing what I could do.
But that was a struggle,
time.
right? That was a struggle.
That was the struggle.
At the
that
beginning,
was the
obviously,
struggle. Oh my God! You see, the thing is, at some point, it was frustrating because you needed sponsors, and they would just promise you heaven and earth, and when it's time for them to drop the cash, I think people still face the same problem till now. You understand? So you can imagine what I was going through, even as a student, trying to just push my career as an event producer and promoter and all that. It's been crazy.
Now you've come full circle, and it's almost a household name, because a number of the things that you've done over the years are now beginning to pay off in different different sides. But of course, you know, it's still pretty challenging. So talk to us about some of the biggest acts you've done, you know, even recently, and you've been involved in some of your productions as well.
Okay. In 2014, I kicked off a music concert called Magic Moment with Alex Osho. And later on, it evolved to Alex Osho Live. On the show, we have had the likes of Yinka David, Jesse Jacks. We have had, oh my God, I put a bit of comedy and the rest of that. The list is long, trust me, when it comes to performance that have been on the show. So basically, the biggest thing for me right now is that I'm bringing up the same show, but I'm bringing it in a different dimension. The name of my company is called Root Entertainment Africa. So I try to promote Africa in everything I do. So I'm looking at bringing 10 different African artists on stage in November in Nigeria here. Right now, it is going to be massive. I'm speaking with the embassies to give us one artist from their countries.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm speaking with some hotels to partner with us, you know, lodging them and giving them a good time,
It seems like, you know, it's still quite a journey. You know?
It is.
It feels like there's so many different aspects to this work you've been doing. I even read up that you worked on a children's exhibition of some sort. So you're even involving young people?
I involve young people.
Okay.
The Magic Moment with Alex Osho started by me putting young ones together to say, you know what, you guys have the talent. You can never get the opportunity if somebody doesn't push you. And the only way someone can push you is someone who has the heart and who has been through what you've been through. So I just gathered them and I pushed them without a dime.
Now, Alex, I like your story, and there's something I want you to do, which is talk to young people this morning. You went to school to do an engineering course or something to do with the sciences, and you finished it, but you still had a dream in your heart. And for that reason, you went back to school, and for 6 years, you were doing theatre.
Exactly.
What you really loved, what you were passionate about. So I want you to talk to someone today who maybe they've graduated and they're not feeling fulfilled.
Okay, this is my take.
Tell them that it's not true.
This is my take. My take is you're the author of your destiny. No one can write your story better than you. So in whatever you do, do you. Because at the end of the day, you will come out a victor. I went through it, fighting, rejected by friends who had gone far. Because when I was in Nigeria, I won't mention names, there were some of my friends who are now the stars that we used to run up and down to Jazz Hall, Jazzville, and all that, playing and singing up and down. And, you know, education set me back in the industry because I had to go to school. And they had moved on. So when I got back, it was difficult climbing the ladder with them. They're like, you know what, and we moved forward. But I kept doing what I was born to do, and I kept focused. And I never said to myself that at any point in time, one thing would discourage me. So basically, my motivation had always been, keep going. Keep going, irrespective of what
Alex,
you
thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
To give you a better thank you than you've ever received on any other show, we're giving you breakfast.
Are you kidding me?
Let's
Tell me,
go.
Chef Omar miss food.
Yes, indeed. Please.
I've been watching, trust me.
Yes, sir.
Let's play. Display we are playing.
You're welcome, Mr. Alex.
Thank you so much.
Very nice display that Chef Fumi has
So Chef Fumi has done it again, but this time in a very continental.
In fact, I'm trying to understand.
So Chef Fumi, tell us again what you've done here.
Okay.
So this morning we are having
I heard you took a deep breath just now. You just took a deep breath.
Very deep one indeed, trust me, guys.
So keep it right there.
No, bring it.
Keep it right there. Not so close to Mike.
Not too close to Mike.
Yes, just leave it right there.
I don't like this. This is
this supposed to be Titi's own or my own?
This is yours.
Really?
But Chef Fumi is going to tell us
in a nutshell what you've made here.
What she's done.
Okay, this one we are having handle oats with vegetable, then chicken and turkey with meat stew.
So anyone, you know, it's almost, you can start anywhere.
You can choose.
So this is a very healthy combination because you have oatmeal, you have vegetables, you have protein.
Oat does not have to be prepared.
So this is oats.
Yeah, this oats.
Right.
Oh, really?
You've never had oats?
Yummy?
I haven't.
I've never had it.
This is my first time. Milk and sugar.
Oh, you've never had
You've never had it.
I like that.
never had
Wow.
it. I'm saying the truth.
Okay.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Okay,
I might
please go
just start.
Do it.
Yes,
Now, while you're doing that, we'll have to round off the show. Say a big thank you to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And of course, Fola, thank you so much. We love you. Fola's Play Styles are here every morning.
All right.
Thank you to our chef
Chef Wumi,
of Wumi Cakes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
This is
of
nice.
course to Alex Osho.
This is nice.
You like it?
Did you taste this?
All right. So we're gonna make sure you enjoy this. And we're going to make sure you enjoy the next few shows over the rest of the week.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Wednesday.
In your
course.
faces.
The stew is getting in my throat.
I tell you.
I'm sorry.
Have a great day, people.